Hello friends, welcome to Indian Mom's Kitchen. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then please do so now and press on the bell icon for notifications for every new video that I upload. Today's recipe is how to make dhaba food at home. Dhaba food is one thing that everybody who goes on a road trip looks forward to because of the yummy taste and variety of dishes they have to offer. This video is an attempt to bring a small slice of the dhaba experience home. The first recipe we'll be doing in this video is aloo and patta gobi sabji or the potato or cabbage sabji. In a pressure cooker, I have taken 3 tablespoons of oil. I have used mustard oil. You can use any oil. To this I've added half a teaspoon of rye or mustard seed, half a teaspoon of jeera or cumin, quarter teaspoon of hing or asafoetida, 2 green chilies cut small, half a teaspoon of haldi or turmeric. To this I've added roughly shredded cabbage. I've taken one small medium sized one and I've used the entire one. Mix well. To this I'm adding 1 potato cut into small cubes. Combine everything together and then add half a teaspoon of dhania powder or coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, 1 teaspoon of normal red chili powder, jeera or cumin powder half a teaspoon, half a teaspoon garam masala. Saute everything well for a couple of minutes. To this I've added 1 roughly chopped tomato, salt to taste. Combine everything well. Add 1/4 cup of water. Don't add more because the cabbage will release water while cooking. Pressure cook on high flame for 3 whistles. Your aloo and patta gobi sabji is ready. The next recipe we are doing is made with sabut masoor dal, or in English as you call it, the red whole lentils. For this I've soaked red whole lentils 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of urad dal for 1 hour. This is how the red whole lentils look before soaking. Keep 2 1/4 cups of water to boil, to which I've added 1 tablespoon of tea leaves. This I am doing because I want to add this instead of water to the dal. Just like how we add tea bags while cooking chole, this will give a very good color to the dal. Once the tea comes to a boil, remove it and keep it from the flame. In the pressure cooker, add 3 tablespoons of mustard oil, half a teaspoon of cumin. Once that starts crackling, 1 onion finely chopped. Saute it for a couple of minutes. To this add 2 green chilies, 1 tomato roughly chopped, salt to taste. I've added 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of haldi or turmeric powder, and continue cooking till the tomatoes go soft. Then add the soaked urad dal and also the red whole lentils. Saute everything for a couple of minutes. And then add the tea that was brewed earlier. Pass it through a sieve. Pressure cook on medium flame for 4 whistles. Check to see if the dal is cooked well. Add a handful of dhania or coriander leaves. In another pan, heat 2 tablespoons of mustard oil. Add half a teaspoon of jeera or cumin. 1 onion finely sliced. Saute till the onion starts to change color. Add 3 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped. Add 3 whole dry red chilies, broken roughly. Saute till the onions and garlic go light brown. Then switch off the flame. Then add 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Mix well. And pour this tempering or tadka over your dal. Your sabut masoor dal is ready to eat. The next recipe is jeera rice. In a pan, I've heated 3 tablespoons of mustard oil, to which I've added 1 teaspoon of jeera or cumin. Once the jeera starts to crackle, add 2 green chilies chopped fine, a handful of coriander or dhania leaves, add 1 cup of washed and soaked rice. Saute it for a couple of minutes. Add salt to taste. I've then added 2 cups of water, the ratio of 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. Cover and cook on a low flame. Your fragrant jeera rice is ready to eat. The next recipe is a starter recipe. I'm going to make chana koli vada. For this, I've soaked 1 cup of chickpeas or Kabuli chana overnight, and the next day with a bit of salt I have cooked it for 3 whistles. To this, I am adding 2 tablespoons of corn flour, 2 tablespoons of rice flour. Here I'm not adding salt because I've used salt while cooking. Mix well so that the Kabuli chana is well coated in this flour. Now heat oil for deep frying, and take this chana in a slotted spoon and tap it gently so that excess flour does not go into the oil while frying. Fry the chana on high flame till crisp. Once crisp, remove and keep it aside to drain. To temper this chana, I have taken 2 teaspoons of oil. I have used the same oil in which it is deep fried. To that I am adding 10 cloves of garlic, which are lightly crushed, and I have retained the skin. Make sure you washed it well. I put it into the oil and saute it till it goes light brown. To this I have added half a teaspoon of chaat masala, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, salt to taste. Mix everything well. To this add the fried chana. Mix well so that it is well coated in the spices. You can have the starter as is, or you can have it topped with a bit of chopped onions, dhania leaves and green chilies. Your chana kole vada or chana garlic starter is ready to eat. Next is the lachha onions. It is mandatory to have lachha onions when you go to a dhaba. They serve it complimentary. For this I have taken 1 onion. I have cut it into roundels and separated the onions to form rings, to which I have added half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, half a teaspoon of chaat masala, 1 green chili finely chopped, dhania or coriander leaves, lemon juice as required, mix everything well. And your lachha onions are ready to eat. For the roti I am making a wheat paratha, for which I have taken normal chapati dough, but make sure that your dough portion is a bit larger than normal chapatis. Roll it out as shown. Spread a teaspoon of oil over the rolled out roti. Sprinkle some dry flour and fold the roti like a paper fan. Roll the roti into a spiral shape tightly. Roll out into a thick paratha. Cook the paratha on medium flame. Keep flipping it for the paratha to cook evenly. To finish the paratha off, cook it on open flame to give the tandoori effect. Finally, apply some ghee lavishly. Crush the roti a bit. And your wheat paratha is ready to eat. To plate your thali, put in the jeera rice, the sabut masoor dal, aloo patta gobi sabzi, your chana koli vada, topped with a bit of chopped onions and coriander leaves, a bit of curd or dahi, lacha onions, lime and green chili, achar or pickle, roasted papad, and your piping hot wheat paratha. Your dhaba style veg thali is ready to eat. Please do enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, then please give it a big thumbs up. Also comment on and share this video among your friends and family. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please do so now, and do not forget to press the bell icon. Thanks for watching and have a great day.